What's up, you guys, and welcome to episode 104 of the Ask Alex Show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this show. And I couldn't do this show without my amazing panel, Mr. Jeremy from Movies Are Terrible and Ian Elliott Carter from The Controversy. How are you guys doing, you guys?
He put my last name in that shit. He must like me.
I didn't get a last name. That's fine. It's right there in my little window
Terrible.
right there. What's up, movie buffs? I'm glad to be back. It's been a couple of weeks since the last time we did a collaboration. I feel like we were here for 100.
Yep.
We must have been here after that, but it feels like it's been a while. So thanks for having me back, Alex.
Oh, anytime. And it's good to have you guys. But I think the last time we collaborated is when Jeremy came back from Hollywood and we were just talking about that. That was a fun episode.
I make time for the little people when I can, man.
Thank you. That's so sweet. It makes you look like a great Hollywood person.
I try.
But you know what this show is about, guys. We love to have fun here. And if you want your question or topic on the show, it's very simple. Send me an email at theaskalexshow@gmail.com. That's theaskalexshow@gmail.com if you send your topic or question. And if it's reasonable, it'll be more than likely answered on this particular show. And we have a jam-packed show for you guys. A lot of great questions from a lot of cool people as well. And let's go ahead and jump into the first question of the day. And the first question comes from actually one of my managers who watches the show, Mr. Keith Beers. And Mr. Keith Beers, right?
Gotta be on my best behavior.
Yes.
Hey, Alex, when Marvel put out that MCU trailer, we didn't see any footage or concept art from the up and coming Blade movie. What do you think about when do you think we will see footage from this movie? Well, thank you for your question, Mr. Keith. Now today, as we're recording this, I saw this earlier before we jumped on, that they announced that they are pushing production to next summer, and they're looking for a Black director, and they're also rewriting or revising the script. So they have a script. They're just essentially doing maybe a few page rewrite. So they are going to jump into production of this film while searching for a Black director. They also didn't announce a few other things. Like they didn't announce like a Deadpool 3 or X-Men. They announced Fantastic Four, but I believe that Fantastic Four will probably come out like later, like maybe like 2023, maybe the end of 2022. We still don't have a cast for that or a release date or any of that, to my knowledge. That as we're recording, I don't know if they put out anything for that. But as far as for Blade, I am not. As far as the Wesley Snipes movies, I love the first two. I'm not a huge fan of the character, but when you put a obscure character in the MCU's hands, it turns into gold. So I can't wait to see what they're going to do, especially who they have cast as Blade, because that actor is amazing. I mean, if you've seen Luke Cage season 1 as that actor being Cottonmouth, oh my God, like that dude is amazing. He was also in Moonlight.
Mashar Ali, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I forgot his name, but I'm glad you brought it up. But yes, he is an amazing actor. So I can't wait to see Blade. I don't think we'll see any footage from Blade until yeah, and I'll go ahead and say it. So I don't believe we'll see footage from Blade until when they do D23. So I guarantee you at D23, you've heard it first on the Ask Alex show, and I can't explain how. At D23, you're going to see footage. You may see footage of that movie at D23. D23 is a Marvel / Disney convention that they have each year. They have in Anaheim, California, and they do have it here in Orlando. And I believe they're having it next year in Orlando. And if they are, Momentum Media will be there. I will be there. And I will hopefully get to meet some of the cast members of the Marvel stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't have that much juice, but I can almost guarantee the first time we may see footage from Blade, if not before then, will be at D23. But Ian, you heard this news of Marvel putting out their slate of stuff. What do you think about the trailer that they put out? And also, how come what do you think about the other movies that weren't announced, like Blade, Deadpool, and all those other films?
Yeah, I love the trailer. I love how they put Stan Lee in there. You know, we can't forget the Godfather. You know, I love how they always pay an homage to him. And it was just the content of what he was saying. If you have the chance to watch the full clip of what he was actually saying, I definitely recommend you guys to search that on YouTube. But he's just talking about how much we're a family. Everyone needs to come together. It's just real touching things. But yeah, I liked what I saw. I'm not the biggest fan of the Eternals. I don't know much about them, but I'm willing to change my mind because every Marvel has changed my mind multiple times.
Mhm.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a good example. Didn't know shit about them. One of my favorite franchises out of the MCU. Now, when it comes to the subject of Blade, we're all in the geek culture. We get these notifications when stuff has started filming and stuff like that. So I've been on my phone seeing when Spider-Man's filming. I've been seeing that Doctor Strange has been filming, you know, everything. So Blade has not been filming. It's not hit our radar unless they're doing a secret project that nobody knows, which I doubt, you know, as much as Marvel is as secretive as they are, that would have hit our radar if they were filming Blade. So they don't have anything to show you because they haven't filmed anything, you know. So most likely that is going to be in the next phase. I heard that phase 4 was going to be relatively short anyway. But so the movies that have not been announced with the posters or the footage just haven't been shot yet. And we're going to get them possibly in phase 5. We got to remember, movies take a while to make. This isn't this is a burger, I'm going to go buy another one. No, it takes time. It takes writing. It has a whole team. It's trust the process. Marvel is a great has a great formula of producing these movies. Let's just enjoy the one by one that comes before you're worried about, you know, one a year or two from now.
Yeah, and I agree. He's right. If you ever made a movie or if you ever seen the process of movies, it literally takes anywhere. The shortest I've seen is like 8 months to like 2 years. And
Wayne's World took 2 days, but we all can't be Wayne's World. Wayne's World 2.
And that movie is trash. But anyway.
What? And this is who you picked in real debates, Jeremy. Sorry.
But you know, I cannot wait for season 3. It's gonna be so much fun. But you know what? I can't even respond to that. But Jeremy, what do you think about Blade? Not seeing any footage from Blade or any other Marvel property. And also, what did you think about the new slate of Marvel movies that are coming out in the next couple years?
Man, if you showed me that new slate on paper, I would be so indifferent to it. I don't recognize most of these characters that are coming out. And that said, like Ian just now mentioned, the brand itself instills confidence in viewers. Like, I'm not worried that they're not going to be good. I anticipate that they're going to actually end up good. The Eternals has a dope cast, man. I'm actually excited about that one because the director of Nomadland is doing it and working with the same cinematographer that she did in that film. So they're really putting an emphasis on using locations as opposed to doing a lot of the environments in front of a green screen. And you can see a lot of the depth and a lot of the color and light really shine through in the trailer. And if you've heard criticisms about Marvel in the past, one of the big ones is that everything is very flatly lit. And there's a reason for that. Everything has to be lit evenly so that you can key out everything clean in the background and stuff. So yes, there always is a very flat lighting. And I like the fact that they're doing something a little bit different there. Yeah, it looks like they just now pushed back production today until May 22. So it's going to be a while before they even start the Blade movie. I'm excited about a new take because I do love this character a lot. As you said, Alex, I don't know the comic book character myself either, but I do really like Wesley Snipes' take on him. 2 out of 3 of those movies weren't that bad. The last one was pretty trash, but I don't know, man. I've got a question that I want to turn over to you guys instead of taking up a whole lot of time talking about it. But this idea of hiring a Black director to do Blade, I can obviously see how that would be a good thing, but like, I'm surprised they can't just find a Black filmmaker. Like, are they so rare that you have to like wait an entire year to find somebody to put on? I can name a half a dozen great Black filmmakers right now, you know, maybe 10 if I stretched, which obviously isn't a lot. And if Ava DuVernay and Ryan Coogler are like currently locked up in other projects, I don't know where they go from there. But the question that I wanted to ask is, do you think that the movie needs a black filmmaker, or do you think that, you know, anybody could do the job with a character like Blade? Or are they going to lean into the black experience? Is that going to be a pivotal part of the story? Ian, what do you think?
Well, first I want to correct my mistake. It wasn't 2 days; it was 2 weeks from Wayne's World too. But that's still
Small
fast.
time, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That is,
still yeah.
fast.
I'll yell at Alex later for his taste. Anyways, um, I mean, so this isn't obviously why Blade's taking so long is to hire a director, or
Okay.
but the subject of what you're saying of like having to have a black director. Okay, I mean, I'm on the fence about it. So I understand this is a time in American history or just history in general where we're trying to give everybody opportunities. And you know, who's the best person to tell a black experience more than a black person? So I agree with like going out to look for black directors or Asian directors, Hispanic directors, because you know we're still the minority and we still have great stories to tell. And let's give them a great platform like the MCU to do it. But that being said, though, I don't feel like being black is a center of Blade's character. That's never really no one's like Black Panther. That is a center of his character. He is from Africa. He has his own country pretty much. And like that, that's it speaks black excellence. The whole thing. But Blade, he's just a badass that wants to kill vampires. Race that really doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And he's really centrist. Like a lot of people don't like vampire. I don't like Twilight. Fuck them. Blade, kill them all.
Fair.
So, but if that's the notion of like when it comes to stuff like that, like black lead needs a black director, I can't be for that. I gotta have the best director. One of my favorite directors is a white guy that does great black stories, aka Mr. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I think he did an amazing job with Django Unchained.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if this.
Movie.
I don't think this is if this is where we're going as a in Hollywood that the person has to be the race of the main character. I'm not for it, although I am for giving more opportunity, especially when it comes to like maybe the culture of like if it's centered in like Asian culture, maybe get an Asian writer or director. So to not whitewash it. Hollywood does have a problem with whitewashing.
Yeah.
So like that's the other part of that argument. Like, yes, maybe we should have other people in the room making these decisions. But again, let's just not look for black just because the main character is chocolate. Come on. We want a good story.
I agree with everything you said. I like pretty much don't come down on one side or the other because I agree with everything you said. It's like on one hand, you need to, like you said, you need to get minorities into positions where they are able to tell stories, are able to have that kind of, ability to make decisions. On the other hand, we shouldn't have to limit ourselves to that. But we got a long ways to go before all things are equal. So I think that's a really good take. Alex, what do you think about that?
Good point.
I actually echo a lot of what Ian just said, to be honest, because with Blade, I don't know his comic book lineage. I don't remember Blade ever being in the hood. That's just being honest. And I don't remember Blade. I don't remember people looking up to Blade as a superhero, because if you did the comics I did read, most people were not aware of who Blade was in the comics. Like there were people who would wonder, why is there a black man walking down dressed in all black killing these vampires? Like they would ask the question, who is he? And a lot of times Marvel, what they did was they kind of made him an unknown character in his own universe. So I don't think that calls for a black director personally. Now, we
need a Gothic director for him, honestly. To be real.
Exactly. So I just think, now if they're going to take this in a different way, I drastically think that this MCU Blade is going to be drastically different from Wesley Snipes' Blade. There are going to be a lot of things that are going to be a little bit more set in reality. So yeah, I think what they'll do is how we kind of talked about it in the Real Debates debate, about being a mixed breed amongst vampires. I think they may take that element and make it very realistic of what an outsider that Blade is into the real world. So I think that is a concept they may go. I don't know that for a fact, but they may do that. But to your point, no, I don't think it's necessary, at least for that character. If we're talking about any other character, which leads into our next topic, Blade is not one of those characters that I think you would need a black director for. No.
Nice. Yeah. Good points as well. Good points all around, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Blade not having enough footage? And what do you guys think of the latest MCU slate they set for the next couple years? Just jump to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. And I alluded to this in the last topic, which leads into some black directors. And Iris sent me a great question. This question comes from Iris Peoples.
Hey, Iris
Yeah.
Peoples, Flocka.
She wrote me earlier today and said, "Hey crew, so today it was announced that WB is looking for a black director and a black actor for J.J. Abrams' Superman movie. What do you guys think of this new development?" Now, thank you for your question, Iris. I put out a video about maybe a month or two ago about this, and the title of the video was Warner Brothers goes woke for a black Superman or something of that nature. Um, I was not, I was essentially against it. I was against the fact that if you're going to do a black Superman, actually do an icon movie, like the character icon. Don't do a black Superman movie, because Calvin, I think his alter ego is actually Calvin Harris or Calvin Ellis, who is an actual black Superman in the comics, who is like the president of the United States, but he's also Superman. He has a very short comic book run in the DC comic books. And my take on them making this official that they are making a black Superman movie and they are looking for a black actor to cast and a black director, my take on it is, to be honest with you, is be like, I just want to see it. I just want to see what they're going to do with it. I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to prejudge it, but I'll say this. And I'm not saying this to shit on the movie, but Calvin Harris's run as Superman, and I've read some of it, is trash. It is. I'm not a fan of it. His villains are worse than the Clark Kent villains. Some of them are the same. So, and I kind of get it. It's like a different Earth Superman, so it's another version of Superman, but they come from Krypton, but they are given different names and different races. I just want to see it. Now, I do think we were talking about diversity. If you're talking about bringing a black director to tell a black Superman story, I think in that case it would be somewhat vital, because a black Superman would be definitely received differently than a white Superman.
Yep.
So in that case, yes, but I am not sold on this just yet. It also poses the question, will Henry Cavill still continue as Superman in the DCEU? It's possible. I don't know that for a fact. He may not. I think he will. I don't have any insider information, but what I'm hearing from rumors from Reddit, they're saying that this black Superman will be the Superman in the Robert Pattinson universe. That would be kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. But what do you guys think? Jeremy, you heard this news that we're getting a black Superman. Do you think this is a good move by Warner Brothers? And what do you think about J.J. Abrams taking a drastic turn with this character?
Careful, white boy, you're being recorded.
Do we call it Warner Brothers now?
Oh, I tried to warn you.
Thank you very much. I don't. When I first heard this news, and Alex and we discussed this on video, so you can go back and play the tape. I wasn't wild about the idea of it, and it's kind of to y'all's point. Just rewind back to the Blade conversation. Is it essential that Superman be white? Not really. It is essential that he's like middle America from Kansas. Like, that is so integral to who the character is, that I can see both sides of the conversation. The reason they wouldn't use a character like Icon is because he's not an icon in the same way, so right. They give it to, I don't hate this idea anymore. I think I've come around to it, because I think it was Ian that said, maybe it was Alex, maybe we all kind of agreed, the consensus is like, we've seen him do Superman with Christopher Reeves, 4 times to varying degrees of success. We've seen Henry Cavill, I thought, do a good job as Superman, but not the take that everybody wanted. We saw Brandon Routh do Superman Returns before that. So we've seen archetypal Superman around as many times as we've seen Spider-Man in the movies. I feel like it's like comparable, right? So I don't hate the idea of a new take on him. And when I'm thinking about black filmmakers, I did want to say real quick, shout out to freaking J.J. Abrams for bringing Watchmen to the small screen. You know, he was the person that got the HBO series Watchmen made. So like
he
is,
did?
yeah.
Oh,
I
big
think he was the
props. That's one of my
producer
favorite TV shows ever. Big
Yes.
props to him.
Yes, and it is it's cool to see somebody with that amount of clout offering up opportunities for people to tell different stories. And the reason why I bring up Watchmen is because Regina King is just everything. She is the shit. She is a voice actor,
baby.
director. Yeah,
Director,
like that. She
producer.
is so talented. And if she's in the short list, give it to her. I don't know who would play Superman. I'm sitting here thinking about it. My go-to is obviously Michael B. Jordan because he's just so famous and fucking he's done the superhero thing. I'm sure there are other people that we could cast, but just right off the bat, I think Regina King would be a great director, and I'm open to it. Let's hope it's good. I do feel they're going to need to tweak the origin story just a little bit to give us a fresh perspective, but that's my take.
Yeah, that's a very interesting take. And I agree with Jeremy. If they're going to get someone, Regina King would be great. One Night in Miami. Whoo, that is an amazing film. If you have Amazon Prime, definitely check that out. And Watchmen was amazing as well. Ian, what do you think about Black Superman potentially coming to the big screen?
So I've made a video about this. It's called Superman Should Be Jewish. Definitely check that one out.
I remember that.
I gave a little bit of list of why, you know, before you jump on me, just watch the video before you make your opinion. Okay, I make some good points. I did my research, guys. Calm it down. I see you in the comments. Come at me, dog. But here's my personal answer, regardless of my research of wanting it to be a Jewish person. I'm done with Superman. Done with Superman, done with Batman, but done with Spider-Man. I'm going to obviously watch these movies when they come out. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. This new Batman looks great. I'm just over these three head honchos. I'm done with them. The last like 5 years, I've been enjoying these indie comic booms of stuff I've never even heard of. I want some new original stuff. Why do we need to see Superman for a 5th time? Why do we need to see Spider-Man for a 100th time? Why do we need to see Batman for a 3006th time? I am tired of it. Please.
That shit's gonna be good though.
Yeah. Say what?
I said that shit's gonna be good though. That new
shit's
Batman
gonna be
movie.
Good. Yes.
I don't want to see Superman in it, black or otherwise. Keep Superman out of my Batman movie. Sorry, Ian.
No, I hear you. I echo that. Another thing that's on this topic though is Black Superman and, you know, black directors and all that stuff. Honestly, here's your gray area when it comes to that. Superman's an alien. He could be whatever color you want. You know,
That's true.
I understand that, you know, the ideal is Kansas guy that's middle America, just, you know, the face of America, kind of like John Walker. But again, the gray area, he's an alien. He could literally be Asian. He could be Hispanic, whatever you want to make him. So there's no like blueprint to what he has to be. Aliens could be whatever. You can make him green. Hey, I'm Superman. He'll stand out like a motherfucker, but you know, he's an alien. So I don't think there should be outrage about that. But again, I don't really care about Superman. Again, I'll watch it, but I'm just done with just redoing stuff. I'll probably be 80 years old and there'll be a new Superman movie, and I'm just gonna be cursing it like an old man I am right now. Like, damn it, another Superman movie. We still haven't gotten a Lobo movie, but we got Superman 50 damn times.
Yep.
I agree. And to Ian's point, I think I can speak for a lot of people when we say we've enjoyed a lot of secondary characters that we never thought would either get a TV series or a film. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was amazing. WandaVision was amazing. Even the Netflix stuff from like Luke Cage, Daredevil, Defenders, those things were great. So
and talk about indie too. The Boys, Umbrella Academy. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and Invincible. Oh
Invincible,
my God.
Yes. Give me a live action Invincible before you give me Superman. I don't give a shit.
And I should have said this. I know side topic, but that last episode made me cry. I was like, what the hell? Like, it was just like, wow. Like, but anyway, yeah, like to Ian's point, I've enjoyed a lot of indie and also like secondary characters. I can make the argument that Black Superman is a secondary character, but he is Superman, just black. That's it. Like, you know, and granted, he doesn't have that much of a of a run, which kind of makes him a side character, but at the same time, he still carries the mantle to Superman. So when you hear Superman, you think of essentially Captain America, but stronger in a sense. So, or John Walker, just America's face in a sense. So, like me personally, I want to see where they take it, but then again, if they never make this movie, I would be fine. I would be completely fine with it. But what do you guys think? What do you think about a Black Superman movie potentially coming to the theaters? Just jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. And now we're going to get into our final question. And our final question comes from a Miss Ashley Thompson. And Miss Ashley writes, "Hey guys, it's rumored that Stranger Things actor Caleb, I'm probably going to mess up your last name if you're watching this, Caleb, but Caleb Mclaughlin or Mclaughlin
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin will be Virgil Hawkins in the Static Shock movie. What do you guys think about this casting?" Well, thank you for your question, Ashley. Now, when Ashley sent this question, I believe I had at the time I had like shared it on Facebook. Now, this rumor is not coming from We Got This Covered. By the way, fuck you guys. It's not coming from Cosmic Book Movie News. It's coming from like Screen Rant, and I believe I can't remember the other not Joe Blow, but Movie Web. They're reporting on this rumor. Now I could be wrong on this. Well, I could be wrong with Movie Web, but they're reporting on this rumor. Now let me just say this: I've been very vocal about Stranger Things. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think season 1 is okay.
You're losing my respect in this whole show, man. Go ahead.
I think it's okay, but it's not. I would never call Stranger Things trash. It's not for me. It's not for me. Like it's not for me. Like I think I see the fandom, but it's not for me. This actor in particular, I've outside of Stranger Things, I have not seen his work. But I will say this: the only reason why I'm excited for it is because Michael B. Jordan is producing the milestone movies, which is Static, Hardware, potentially an Icon movie. All this stuff could potentially come out on HBO Max or in the theaters or both. That being said, if Michael B. Jordan thinks he's a good fit, I trust Michael B. Jordan. But Michael B. Jordan, if I ever get the opportunity to see you or interview you, I'm letting you know this: do not fuck this up. Please. Mortal Kombat was trash. Godzilla versus Kong, great fights, but that movie is just terrible. Okay,
you need to stop, bro.
Please.
You need to chill
Yeah. I don't know what you're expecting from these movies.
I'm just saying,
they're not.
Look, I'm just saying, like, well, first of all, real quick, and I know I'm going off topic a little bit. With Mortal Kombat, I did not expect, and I even said it on camera, I did not expect a great story. Like, I didn't expect it to be like bar for bar, scene for scene, a great story. The problem I have with Mortal Kombat is that literally the editing makes the movie not make sense. Like the whole point of them going to this forbidden island to train, then out of nowhere, Jax is laying in the very island that they had to take a plane to. But we just saw Jax get his arms taken off and halfway dead or potentially dead. But the fights were cool. The fights were
that
really
made
cool.
sense to me, man.
They
magically teleported him there.
That teleport everybody, not just Jax. Everybody.
All
What
right,
was the whole
all right.
point of that? But that was my thing about that. But as far as
That's fair.
Static Shock, I'm a huge Static Shock fan. I'll be the first one in line to go see that movie. I can't wait for it to come out. But with that being said, I have not seen this actor's credentials outside of Stranger Things. I'm not a huge Stranger Things fan. It looks like they're going the young kid route with Static, so which I think that is a good route for them to go because Static is like 13, 14 when he first started. So I like this news. And what do you think about this casting or this rumored casting? And do you know this actor's work outside of Stranger Things or just Stranger Things?
Yeah. First of all, I let the Wayne's World line slide, but Stranger Things, I love this show. You got crazy taste, bro. I don't know, but Stranger Things, one of the best TV shows of the last decade, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Not the best, but one of the best. But that's an opinion. He can have it. Yeah, I'm not mad at him. But I have seen this guy. I've seen this guy in one other project, which is a movie that just came out a month ago, Concrete Cowboy. And I have a review of it on my channel if you guys want to watch it. Sorry to plug my stuff, but he did an excellent job in this movie. Like I had a problem. Like, I was hoping he wasn't going to be that kid from Stranger Things in this movie, but he straight up reversed who he was. I didn't even see that kid anymore. He was a straight up black kid in Philadelphia in this movie. Very good movie. Stars him and Idris Elba. I definitely recommend it. I think he's worthy of a lot more opportunities after seeing this movie. You're more of a Static Shock fan than I am. So your bar is supposed to be high. I get it. So I understand why you feel that way. I enjoyed it. It's not wasn't one of my favorite franchises, but like anything with Michael B. Jordan, like you said, even this kid Caleb, and just something an underrated superhero property, I'm going to always back up. I'm excited for it. And again, this is a rumor, as you said. So this is not an official casting. So let's not just jump to conclusions on that. But yes, if they do cast him, I'm for it. I think he would be perfect for it.
Yeah, and I agree. And by the way, I want to point out, I never said Stranger Things is trash. I'm saying it's not for me. I it's not for me. Like
you want the nice brother, but I hear you. Okay.
So Jeremy, what do you think about this rumored casting? And have you seen this actor's work outside of Stranger Things?
First of all, he seems like a nice kid, but Caleb, what a fucking stupid name. You know what I mean?
I would never say that. He made my icon. So my face, he drew my face on the intellectual controversy. So I love everybody named Caleb.
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that together. That's
the
right.
Controversy. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, Caleb, I guess. No, I've never seen Caleb Mclaughlin in anything other than Stranger Things. He is good in Stranger Things. I just now looked and realized that he's 19 years old now, man. That's so crazy.
That whole cast is old, bro.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's like a full-on producer. Like all these kids are super successful. I had the pleasure of meeting Peyton Witch, who was the bully off of season 1, who almost pushed what's his name over that big cliff, but so you can check that interview out, and I'm not sorry at all to plug that. Check it out. Movies are terrible. But yeah, I don't know Static Shock either. I'd have to echo a bit of what Ian said as far as not having high expectations. I don't have any expectations about who should play the character. I'm pretty good with whoever it ends up being. I didn't realize there was like a universe that Michael B. Jordan is developing. That's awesome. I did see that he's on as a producer. And I'm curious to see where things go. I do see right here, there's actually a short list, and Caleb is one of the people on it. We also have a couple other guys that I'm not familiar with, but I might as well throw their names at. Niles Fitch. Niles Fitch is on the show This Is Us. Aubrey Joseph, and he is from Cloak and Dagger. Okay, I didn't watch that, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I did see the show. I didn't watch all of it, but I did see that.
Keely McDowell, who was from David Makes Man, not even familiar with that. Alex Hibbert, who was in Moonlight and the show The Shy, which is cool. And then Stephen Hart from Little Fires Everywhere. Oh yeah, he was the boyfriend in Little Fires Everywhere, which was also really good. So a cast of young actors that I'm not super familiar with. Of all of the ones there, I'm most familiar with Caleb Mclaughlin. So let's give him the role.
Yeah, and like I stated before, I trust Michael B. Jordan. I think Michael B. Jordan has a very peculiar eye when he's producing projects. I mean, he's really good at what he does. So I trust him in developing this milestone movie universe. But my comments remain the same about what they've been doing with some of these Warner Brother movies that have come out recently. They are fun movies. Let me throw that out there. They're fun, but you're not like, outside of the fun aspect, they're not that great. Like,
I think that's fair, Alex. I'm giving you a hard time, but I don't disagree with you. I just happen to like those dumbass movies.
But what do you guys think? Do you think this is an interesting casting? Do you think this will be a great franchise for this particular actor to be a part of? Jump into the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts. And thank you guys so much for watching episode 104 of the Ask Alex Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you get all the updates of every time I'm releasing a video here on my channel. And where can we find you on YouTube and social media?
youtube.com/thecontroversy, and on the socials you can find me at Instagram and Twitter at I_controversy. And at me. Come at me, bro. Yeah, that's what the kids are saying. And yeah, let's have some dialogue.
All right. And Jeremy, where can we find you on YouTube and social media?
I'm a dad, sorry.
Thank you guys. It's always fun. It's always a pleasure. And shouts to all of you content creators out there. And also Alex is like 30 subscribers away from the big, is it 4K?
3K.
Yep.
30 subscribers away from 3K. So if you are watching this video and you have not happened to subscribe yet, you were just waiting for the perfect time. Now is the perfect time. Let's get our man's over 3,000. He has earned it at this point. I can't wait to see the channel grow. And thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out.
Yeah. And yeah, like Jeremy said, I am literally 30 away from 3,000 subscribers. Let's try to hit that by the end of this month. So we can definitely do it. Get the content out, get the word out. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you guys, you have a blessed day.
Ian, are you going to subscribe to Alex now?